World Cup 2024 star Hardik Pandya and his wife Natasa Stankovic are no longer together. The all-rounder and the actor announced that they are parting ways amicably and will continue to co-parent their 4-year-old son Agastya. But co-parenting is easier said than done. The rules of engagement and the legal precedent are among the many odds stacked against it. The Hardik divorce. Why should India normalize joint parenting? News9 Plus Decodes. Self-help groups in India have approached the nation's courts, including the Supreme Court, to evolve a set of guidelines for a child's custody in divorce proceedings and to come up with a joint parenting plan for Indian parents engaged in matrimonial disputes. What is the precedent at present? Prevalent practice in the country is to hand over custody to either the father or the mother, taking into account the best interests of the child. Many times, it is given to the mother. But given the impact that alienation from either parent can have on the child, choosing between the father or the mother without taking a considered view of the possibilities of joint parenting might work against the child's interests. Granting parenting rights to just one parent can play havoc with the child. Alienation from either parent can bruise the child mentally and emotionally. Children of those undergoing divorce often face a hostile environment owing to attempts at brainwashing by either parent. Granting both parents equal custody rights can mitigate this. Is the judiciary becoming more progressive about joint parenting? Yes. Over the years, the consensus of the judiciary appears to be moving towards shared parenting, albeit gradually. In 2013, the Karnataka High Court ruled in a case that both parents were entitled to get custody and brought into operation an appropriate parenting plan. In 2015, the Law Commission of India, headed by former Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court, A.P. Shah, sought an amendment to the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act of 1956, spelling out the conditions that the court should consider before exercising the option of joint custody. What happens when just the mother or the father get custody of the child? Often non-custodial parents end up acting as mere visitors in their child's life and are not allowed to fulfill their parenting role, resulting in the destruction of the parent-child relationship. Experts say that alienation from either parent makes children much more prone to dropping out of school, indulging in crime, taking to drugs, and even harboring suicidal thoughts. What are the drawbacks of joint parenting? The concept of joint parenting has its share of critics. They say shared parenting is an impractical alternative to granting exclusive custody to one parent, with visitation rights to the other. The child cannot be expected to shuttle between the residences of the two parents. Natasha has reportedly taken a flight back to her home country. Before according joint custody, the court must assess whether the parents are responsible and willing to agree upon decisions that could affect the child's holistic welfare. The court should also assess whether the parents will be able to jointly design and implement a day-to-day care plan that fosters stability. What is the precedent in other parts of the world? In May 2024, Japan's parliament revised the country's civil code to allow divorced parents the option of joint child custody, a change that brings the nation in line with many other countries. Shared parenting systems exist in a number of countries across the world, including the US, the UK, Australia, South Africa, and the Netherlands. Earlier this year, the Uttarakhand High Court observed that the custody of the child has to be shared by both parents and grandparents in matrimonial disputes so that the child's emotional growth is not affected. With divorce rates on the rise, it's high time our lawmakers gave serious thought to tweaking the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act. The court could even consider appointing a clinical psychologist in every family court.